Welcome back, besties. It's a new week, it's a new Sunday. Happy weekend, happy Sunday. I am accompanied by a chocolate hazelnut something latte, which is awesome. Might be my second or third one today, so the mug is looking medium well. You know, a bit crusty, but it's okay. It's very tasty, so we like that. I was about to say where I got it from, but I don't know, because I didn't buy it. So you'll find something online if you want one. But yeah, today I have a book haul for you. Surprise. Which is nice, but also unfortunate, because I promised to myself I would not buy more books after the last one, and that didn't work. Because the last one was like, what, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? You know, life happened. My local bookstore type thing had like a buy 3, get 4, or like get the 4th one for free. So I ordered it twice. So I got 8 new books to show you. I think it's a mix of books that are kind of well known, I would say, and ones I didn't hear about, but I feel like I'm also not a professional, so maybe that's the reason. Let's start maybe with the one I feel like everybody kind of knows, and that is Addicted to You, which is the first part of the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie, which we love. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna love it, but I've heard loads of it, and I feel like I'm gonna love it. Because I love series like that, and when it's like connected, like all the parts are kind of connected, I like that. When you could read them as standalones, but you don't have to. So I'm very excited, and I talked about this, I think, in a different video where I showed you Off Campus, the first book, which I forgot the title. What is the title? The Deal, I think. It's somewhere here. Yes, The Deal. There we go. Haven't finished that one yet, so it is what it is. But I want to read more series, or like I have a lot of like first books from series to see if I maybe like it, and then buy the rest, because I have a book buying issue, as you might have noticed. But yeah, so that is one I'm very excited to read. I think it's a bit long-ish. It's like 360, which is just above my 350 pages kind of barrier of hating long books, but you know, that's okay. So I'm very excited. I heard lots about it, and this, I feel like I might hate this. Like, it's either I'm gonna hate this or I'm gonna love it so much I will finish this book and then purchase the whole entire series in one go for way too much money. But we'll see how it goes. If you have read it, please let me know if you think it's worth reading the whole thing. Alright, book number 2 is Love from Scratch by Kaitlyn Hill, which I think has such a cute cover, by the way. I don't know if that's in focus. I hope it is. Or was. And I hope I'm now back in focus. God knows. I feel like I've seen this a couple times on TikTok. And me as someone who likes baking, I feel like that is a very fitting book. And I mean, it's a love story, so who am I to say no? But yeah, I love the cover. Love what I know about the story, which is almost nothing, but it's baking related, so I like it. And it's a romance novel, so I'm taking that. So I'm very excited to read that. And the thing is, the summary on the back starts with this summer, so I'm all for it. I'm ready for summer. Like, it's the end of April, and we had a couple nice and warm sunny days, but also a lot of rain, and I don't like it anymore. I want sun. And lots of it. I want to be out there in just a t-shirt, sitting in the park, having a picnic, reading a book, and not having it rain on me and then be 20 degrees the next minute. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. And I feel like it's set, I don't know where it's set. That is horrific. Okay, it's set in Seattle. I don't know why I thought it was set in the UK. Maybe because of like the baking thing, the Great Bake Off or whatever it's called. Anyway, still excited, so nice. And Seattle always Ooh, okay, again. And also, still excited about it being set in Seattle. I don't have a connection to it per se, but it always kind of reminds me of the After series, which, you know, it wasn't the best thing we've all ever read, but it was fine. And it's like a nostalgia thing, I feel like, because we were all like 14 when that came out. We move on to, which I think is going to be a great book. It's called The Backup Man. And me as the always single best friend who, you know, loves men but despises men because they are not like book boyfriends. I'm very excited for this because it's kind of like she made a pact, I believe, with a friend when she was younger to like get married when they are 30 or something. And then that time kind of comes around and she's like on the way to get him. And I don't know if they get together. I think they do. Or if on the way to find him she finds the love of her life. Something like that. As you notice, I am not prepared. I don't know what that stuff is about. You know, we're like on the journey together. But yeah, I think it's a very cutesy cover. Very like summery, light, nice spring colors. So I'm very excited for that as well. I think it's also kind of long-ish. Yeah, it's like 400 pages. But that's okay. You know, I can work around that. Also, I like to read more in summer because, like, I don't know, it's just giving a bit more. Anyhow, book number 4 is The ExTalk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And I like the cover, number 1. It's giving podcast vibes in the best way. And it's pink, so what else could I want? Me, as someone who always thought about wanting to have a podcast and never going through with it, you know, if you want to have a podcast by me, let me know. Let me know, feel free. Because if there's one thing I can do, it's talk for forever. So, there we go. But yeah, the ExTalk, I think they work in... Oh, it's Seattle again. There's a bit of a theme going on that I didn't know about until now. But, yeah, they both work in a radio station and kind of hate one another. And then they... I think start like a project or something. Like they fake a podcast, I believe, or like a radio segment where they talk about like relationship stuff and fake being like ex-boyfriend and girlfriend, and then through that talking about lovey-dovey stuff, pretending to be exes. I think they actually start liking each other and fall in love, which I think is kind of fun. So that is book number 4. We love that. And I think it's like, as I said, very pretty. And I had that on my Amazon wishlist for the longest time. And then I saw it on a different website where they had like the 4 for 3. And I was like, I have to get that because it's been on there for a while. So that's not even like a last minute, I saw that, yeah, maybe buy. That's I wanted that for a while. So here we go. Alrighty, moving on to the second half of this basically. I have a couple books that have plus-sized main characters. For multiple reasons. Number 1, I'm a big girly and I feel like representation is not given, not just with plus size women or people in general, but I feel like in writing or novels, however you want to put it, depends on what you read, I feel like representation in many ways is missing, so I appreciate that kind of stuff. This one I think is not a plus size main character. I think at least. But yeah, this is Ruby Spencer's Whisky Year, which I think has a very pretty cover by Rochelle Bilow, I don't know. It's about a woman, Ruby, who is moving to a small cottage in the Scottish Highlands to, I think, finish writing her book. Surprise. From Manhattan, so a whole different, you know, lifestyle. And then in the year where she was like trying to get kind of like a time away from home and the hassle in a Scottish little cottage, she meets a Scotsman and they fall in love. And I love that for them. You know, if you've seen Outlander, you know I'm trying to find me a Scotsman, James Fraser, so trying to live that through her and the book. But yeah, I'm very excited to read that. It's a very pretty cover, I think, at least. And who doesn't love a Scottish man? You know, maybe you don't, send them my way. Then we come to the plus size romance section, and I have 3 wonderful books, which number 1 I have to say, at least on, okay, we start with this one because the cover art is so pretty, to me at least. I think this is beautiful, like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Fat Chance, Charlie Vega, I don't know, yeah, by Crystal Maldonado. I hope that was pronounced correctly, sorry if it wasn't. Which I don't remember what that is about. but I read like the summary online and I was like, I need that. And so it's about a brown girl and she's plus size, and I think like it's a lot about like the struggle in societies, like fat phobia and stuff, and like relationships, and how a lot of the time the way you feel as a plus size woman is connected to your mother, about how she felt about herself and if she was plus size or not, and how she acted upon that. So I'm very excited to read that, actually. And it's a, as I said, a beautiful cover, so pretty, so pretty. So yeah, and I mean some of the reviews are like relatable, authentic, fat positive, or we're so excited to get our hands on it, all that kind of stuff. Like, people are excited about this, and I love this. And like, as I said, representation, we love it, we need that. And honestly, I love seeing big girls win and succeed. Moving on to the second to last book. By the way, my chocolate hazelnut latte is still here, but halfway gone, so it's that good. Anyways, the next one is Set on You by Amy Leah, I think that's how you say it, which is beautiful as well. And it is like, I think a girly, oh yeah, she's a Curvis fitness influencer, which, you know, she's went through all the stereotypical stuff of being a big person in that kind of environment, but she's found her place and her power within that, which I love. You know, you go girl. And then she meets, ooh, a firefighter. I didn't know he was a firefighter. I think who also goes to the same gym, and then they fall in love, and he's like that, I think, ripped, super trained guy. And they fall in love, and it's kind of like this thing of, oh, but why would a guy like him date someone who's overweight and like plus size and stuff? Which I think is a stupid thing to think, but you know, some people do. So I'm very, very, very excited for that. And then like, I think it also kind of goes viral like in the story because she's an influencer and people are like, you know, everybody has an opinion on what's going on and like if they deserve it or not, and like, you know. So I'm very excited about that. I feel like I mean, it's not summer related technically, but I feel like that's gonna be a good in the park, it's summer and nice kind of read, you know, being excited about a big girly succeeding in life and in her relationship. We love that. Moving on to the last book, book number 8. We have, spoiler alert, by Olivia Dade, or Dade, Dade, I think it's Dade, I don't know. I think she's a plus size girly herself, and this is about Marcus Castor Rubb, who has a secret. I don't know what the secret is yet. And April, and she's a big girly, and it's something about cosplay, I think. And they fall in love. And I mean, look at the cover. They look so pretty together. Like, she's so pretty. They are so pretty. That was like the selling point for me. It's a big girl and the cover is pretty. Like, girl, I'm trying to look like you. You know, pretty like that. So I'm very excited to read that. And I love how it says like one true pairing. We love that. I'm just so excited. And it's something about like oh, she goes viral as well. That's what I'm taking from skim reading the summary. Something about Twitter, cosplaying. She goes viral because she's, I think because she's doing cosplay as a plus size person, I believe. And ooh, I think that was supposed to be a publicity stunt. I love how there's like no no direction where my explanation is going. I'm just picking up random pieces and then I'm like, whoa, that's happening. So what I gathered is he is in TV and she is, I don't know, doing cosplay and whatever she's doing. And they have, that is supposed to be like a one-time publicity stunt thing and it goes viral. Or some of it goes viral. And then he realizes, I think, that he wants this to be more than a one-time publicity stunt. Then they fall in love and it's great. Alrighty, that was it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll show you the books one last time. It's a big stack. I need a second of preparation. I could have done that before, but you know, I didn't. But yeah, that is the stack. It's a big-ish stack and a very almost falling one. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Share your favorite like plus size main character romance. I like any kind of book with representation, let's be real, not just plus size people. Share that down below. Have you read any of these books? What do you think about the Addicted series? So many questions. God. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a lovely Sunday, rest of the weekend, and a good start to the new week. I'll see you next time.